Halt! Mortals are not permitted within the walls of Holy Sylarn. My pardon, Lord. Receive this key, and with it free passage throughout the shrine of the Flame of Agnon. Alas, we cannot light the flame until we take control of the Altar of Despair from the infernal Maskin. The Armazal would wish to speak to you at once. Proceed through this door to our main encampment at the Altar of Rapture.
State your business. Sylarn is holy ground, unfit for mortals. Then you are free to enter the shrine of the Flame of Agnon. This key will allow you passage through any door in Sylarn. The flame is lit from the shrine's 2 altars. Once the Orioles are driven out of Sylarn, it will be our pleasure to light the flame for Sheogorath. The Grukhedric Ulfri will explain everything. You should speak to her at once.
My soul for Sheogorath. The flame is only lit at the command of Sheogorath, from the altars of rapture and despair within the shrine itself. I'm sure the Armazal will be glad to help you once the Maskin are driven from the altar of despair. Alas, we have not seen the altar of despair for many years. It is in the underground part of Sylarn, which is controlled by the Maskin. The Maskin do not even allow us free passage to worship there, which is one of the many reasons why they are unfit to continue to guard it. It is on the east side of Sylarn, which we hold for Lord Sheogorath. The Armazal has her command post there. That's what we call ourselves, the most loyal and honorable servants of Sheogorath. She commands the Orioles here at Sylarn. She has just arrived with reinforcements from Brellock to end this stalemate once and for all. Our home and sanctuary here in the Shivering Isles. The treacherous ones, the dark seducers of ill repute, whose every action drags Sheogorath's holy name through the mud. Go. My soul for Sheogorath. For Sheogorath's glory.
My scouts reported no signs of the Maskin in the Underdeep. It's our best chance to take them unawares.
Too risky. It's likely to be a trap. They could cut us to pieces down there if they knew we were coming.
With all due respect, Armas, I ask that you reconsider. The main passage is strongly defended. Perhaps if you'd allow me to scout further.
Enough! I've made my decision. We will attack down the main passage as planned. The Maskin will not withstand us.
Greetings, stranger. Are you here to help us drive the Maskin out of Sylarn? It is just there, at the top of these steps. You would pray for the blinding ecstasy, which is the ultimate reward for those in Sheogorath's service? My scouts recently discovered another way through the ruins to the Altar of Despair. The Armasul cannon wants to assault the altar down the main passage, but the Mazkin are expecting us to come that way. They've strongly fortified the main passage against us. If we attacked through the Underdeep, we could take them by surprise. If only Kenna would listen to me. An attack down the main passage will end the same as it always does. A glorious defeat. She thinks the Underdeep is a trap. It's true. If the Mazkin knew we were coming that way, we wouldn't stand a chance. But I'm convinced the Mazkin don't expect us to come that way. If we attacked in full force, we could take the Altar of Despair before they had a chance to react. If only I could make Kanna see that. Go.
This is no place for a mortal. We are about to join battle against the Mazkin. You'd best stand aside. My pardon, emissary. I am at your service. We are preparing to sweep the Mazkin scum from Cylon. Perhaps Sheogorath sent you to help us. Only the servants of Sheogorath can light the flame, by kindling the altars of despair and rapture which feed the flame. Alas, we hold only the altar of rapture. The treacherous Mazkin hold the altar of despair. We must control both to light the flame. If you help us seize the altar of despair from the Mazkin, I will be honored to kindle the flame of Agnon for my lord Sheogorath. The only way to assault the altar of despair is down the main passage between the two altars. It will be difficult. The Mazkin have fortified their position, but I am confident that with your help, we can defeat them. Will you help us retake the altar of despair and drive the Mazkin out of Cylon once and for all? Ah, Miryl's beloved surprise attack. A perfect example of why males do not hold command positions. He has failed to consider the risks of his plan. If the Mazkin had prepared an ambush along that route, we would be slaughtered. We're better off storming the main passage, where our superior strength and blade work can come into play. The flame is fed from the Altar of Rapture and the Altar of Despair. Only servants of Sheogorath can kindle the altars. Once we capture the Altar of Despair from the Mazkin, it will be my great honor to light the flame for Lord Sheogorath. Are you ready to help us destroy the Mazkin and take control of the Altar of Despair? That's an excellent idea. They cannot refuse entry to an emissary of Lord Sheogorath. Return at once when you have their deployments. This could make all the difference. Go. Hail!
The Altar of Rapture will be ours. Sheogorath's blessings upon you. Ah, you are just in time. Go quickly. The Orioles may attack at any moment. Our rivals, the so-called Golden Saints. One day, Sheogorath will finally recognize their bull-headed stupidity and expel them from the realm. You know us as Dark Seducers, a name given us by our enemies. But we are the Mazkin in our own tongue, Sheogorath's only truly loyal servants. The holy flame can only be lit from the altars of despair and rapture. Alas, The Orioles hold rapture for now. You should speak to the Grakedric Ulfri at once. She will be glad of your help to rid Sylarn of the arrogant Orioles once and for all. She is the Grakedric, commander of the Mazkin here at Sylarn. She has never yet been defeated by the Orioles, despite their strength. Walk with our lord.
Greetings, emissary. We await your command. Are you ready to help us destroy the Mazkin and take control of the Altar of Despair? I've already made my decision. We attack down the main passage. What makes you think you can persuade me when my own lieutenant cannot? You've seen this with your own eyes? I must be sure it isn't a trap if I'm to take such a risk. Myrrel was very convincing as well. Very well, we'll risk it. The Underdeep it is. May Sheogorath's divine madness possess us today. Orioles, we attack through the Underdeep. The Mazkin will be destroyed before they awake to their danger. Follow me.
Blessings upon you.
Down with the Mazkin! Kneel before the saints. Oriole! For Sheogorath! For Sheogorath! For Sheogorath! For the Mad God! For Sheogorath! For the Mad God! For Sheogorath! For the Mad God! Kneel before the saints! Eta Oriole! Death to the Mazkin, for the glory of Sheogorath! Kneel before the saints. Kneel before the saints. For the Mad God! For Sheol Gorath! Kill the Mazkin! For the Mad God! Kneel before the saints! For the Mad God! For Sheol Gorath! For the Mad God! For the Mad God! For Sheol Gorath!
Eta Mazkin!
Eta Oriel! For Sheol Gorath! For Sheol Gorath! Kneel before the... Kneel before the saints! For Sheol Kneel before the saints! Kneel before the saints! For Sheol Gorath!
Mazkin!
Eta Oriel!
Eta
Kneel before the saints!
For the Mazkin!
My soul for Sheol Gorath! Kneel before the saints!
Mazkin!
For the Mad God! Kneel before the saints! Oriel!
For Sheol Gorath! Eta Mazkin! For the Mad God!
Eta Oriel!
Sheogorath!
For Sheogorath!
For Sheogorath! Atom Maskin!
For Sheogorath! Kneel before the saints! Kneel before the saints! Victory is ours. I have already selected a candidate for the honor of kindling the Altar of Rapture. I will now claim the honor of victory for myself, here on the Altar of Despair. The altars can only be kindled by the willing sacrifice of a Maskin or an Oriole. It is my great honor to release my soul to Oblivion in service to Lord Sheogorath. Farewell. I will not walk these lands for many a year. Go. Speak, citizen.
back. They'll take you with them. Might in the water.
Did you know that you're on fire? See you. They seem at home on land. Or in the water.
See you. Greetings.
I'm not like them. Are you? Are you one of them?
Leave me, mortal. Your words hold no meaning. Hi. Cease your prattling.
Come, light the great torch for dementia. Illuminate the conspiracies. Deepen the shadows. The people of Crucible await their hero. Oh no! You don't want to do that. Don't believe their lies. They are no true friends. Don't you see it? How they whisper behind your back. No, light the torch for dementia, and you'll see how we treat our friends. Dementia takes care of its own. Few know that the hero who lights the torch for dementia is granted the Ring of Intrigue, a boon for those who would gain access to hidden knowledge. Surely you will do what is right, won't you? Yes, let your mind worry at the problem. Let fear and dismay over making the wrong choice sink their talons deep into your brain.
You've brought it. The holy flame of Agnon, the fire of inspiration and rapture. If you light the great torch on the mania side of the Sacellum, you will be a hero to the people of Bliss, I assure you. You should know that in addition to the adulation of the people of Bliss, there is also a more earthly reward. The hero who lights the great torch for Mania is traditionally awarded the raiment of Arden Sul. Not that this should influence your choice at all. Now, what do you say? Do not think about it. Dream about it. Let your mind soar on flights of fancy. I know you will choose well in the end.
Looking for. Take care. Yes?
So, you've decided to light the torch for Mania? Do not think about it. Dream about it. Let your mind soar on flights of fancy. I know you will choose well in the end.
It would be a truly demented act to light the great torch with a flame purchased with the blood of the Golden Saints. Come, light the great torch for Dementia. You are truly demented, as I always suspected. Release yourself to your secret fears and desires. Let them rule you, as they must in the end. Now, light the great torch as a beacon for those who fear and those who inspire fear. The great torch flares with the light of Dementia. All of Crucible will be celebrating tonight. Here, take this. The reward you have earned. Quickly now. It's best if no one knows you wear this. Ushnar is deathly afraid of cats. He makes sure to keep dogs around because of it. Pleasure and pain be with you.
I'm disappointed in your choice. Why you would choose to honor the fetid madness of Dementia is beyond my understanding. I wouldn't be caught dead at sickly Bernice's, though I imagine her customers might. Tread the humble path and find enlightenment.
Aren't you off to a good start? That's important. For me. Really, your work is going to save me a lot of time. The Grey March is upon us, and the ordering begins. Armies of order, sweep my realm! Death! Destruction! Then I have to pick up the pieces. And there are always lots of pieces. I don't like it, having to rebuild my realm every era. Sometimes I forget where things go, like New Sheoth. I can never remember where it belongs. You'll change that. Break the cycle. You'll stop Jiggalag, and I'll have my realm to come back to. I've never actually tried that before. Why not? Something has to work. Once, I dug a pit and filled it with clouds. Or was it clowns? It doesn't matter, it didn't slow him down. To be honest, it wasn't the best idea. And it really began to smell. Must have been clowns. Clouds don't smell bad. They taste of butter. And tears. But this is all new. A fresh idea. Something I hadn't thought of. Until I did. It's sure to work, even though it might not. Now, you'll need the respect of my citizens. They'll need a leader, someone to look up to when I'm gone. They're the backbone of any great land. Except where the backbone is an actual backbone. Ever been to Malakoth's realm? Oh, nasty stuff. But back to the business at hand. You'll need to control one of the carts of madness. Replace a current duke, or duchess, whichever. That will command respect. The people will rally around you. You'll have their love, their admiration, their complaints, whatever, as long as it keeps them on our side. No. No. Absolutely not. Well, yes, absolutely. Bit of a shame for them. But sometimes you need to break a few eggs. Or skulls. There are rules, though, even in the Isles. Rituals and rules. You need to follow them. Speak to Artis and Dervenin, the High Priest at the Seselim Arden Sul. They can explain what needs to be done. And you've always got our man Haskell to call on for help. Faithful, like a good hound, that one. And he looks better in a suit. It's already started, but you might be able to stop it. We're making you into a leader that people can trust. Someone to look up to. Someone to blame. Once I'm gone, things usually get bad quickly. Lots of defections, lots of carnage, but with you at the helm, things will be different. This time, I'll beat him. I can't stand losing, and I don't mind cheating. Ta, come visit again, or I'll pluck out your eyes!
You chose well. The great torch shines with the luster of dementia and the glory of Sheogorath. Interesting. Not many wish to hear about such things, but I would be glad to oblige. Becoming the Duke of Dementia requires passage through the ritual of accession. Specific guidelines set forth by Arden Sul himself. Seldom is the subject ever Wait a moment. Did you want to hear the history of the ritual? As it happened so many years ago, my lord Arden Sul suspected a traitor in his midst. Not wishing to find himself on the wrong end of a blade, he gathered his flock here in the Sacellum. By poisoning the sacramental wine, Arden Sul was able to suppress any such conspiracy in one fell swoop. Yes, he then removed their hearts from their bodies and used his ancient scrying technique, known as visceromancy, to read their lifeblood. When Arden Sul couldn't divine the traitor's true nature in their hearts, he became distraught and took his own life in the same way. From that day on, the ritual of accession for the throne of Dementia was set. Very well. Spoken like a true son of the Demented. To become the ruler of Dementia, the current leader's heart must be cut out and brought to the altar of Arden Sul in the Sacellum. Once this is done, I can pronounce the heart-bearer a duke or duchess. Then, all that is required is the blessing of our lord, Sheogorath.
I'm disappointed in your choice. Why you would choose to honor the fetid madness of Dementia is beyond my understanding. Yes, Arden Sul. Doesn't the name simply roll wonderfully off the tongue? He was the sovereign of thought and a regnant artist. To call him a simple craftsman would not suffice. Know him as the artificer superior. Words dripped like honey from his tongue, and his songs were intoned with extraordinary verisimilitude. Had we been blessed with his constant presence, the Isles would be a maniac's paradise. An important part of our history, my friend. I would be glad to tell the tale if you have a moment. Arden Sul was perhaps the greatest duke to walk our land. Many years ago, he decided to hold a night of absolute indulgence, resplendent with dance, wine, and sex, to celebrate his fondness for his brethren. The green moat flowed like water in a stream, as the revelers voraciously succumbed to its rapturous ways. But it was. As the bacchanal reached a crescendo, the people began to clutch their chests as their very hearts exploded. The green moat had taken its toll. The ground stained a deep crimson as the sanguine liquid flowed from their lifeless bodies. To represent that night, when the ruler of Mania is to be replaced, he partakes of the green mote and allows his lifeblood to flow upon the altar. Certainly, when the ruler of Mania has decided it is time, he will choose a successor from his court. The successor is invited to a huge celebration, a night of hedonistic revelry, wine, song, and of course, green mote. During this, the exiting regent imbibes 3 doses of the potent drug. This causes his heart to burst, and his lifeblood flows from his body. The successor then gathers the drug-tainted blood and brings it to the altar of Arden Sul in the Sacellum. Once this is done, I will proclaim the successor a duke or duchess. Then, Sheogorath gives his blessing, and the cycle is completed.
You're back! How nice for you! Does that mean you've made a decision? Or are you lost? Suicidal? Just let me know. A friendly word of warning before you choose. Once you've decided which duke to replace, there's no turning back. One choice. No more. No less. Try not to do something stupid. So which is it? What will it be? Mania? Dementia? The suspense is killing me! Or you, if I have to keep waiting. I hate indecision. Or maybe I don't. Well, make up your mind, or I'll have your skin made into a hat. One of those arrow catchers. I love those hats. Ta, come visit again, or I'll pluck out your eyes. You're back! How nice for you! Syl or Thaden? Which will it be? A dangerous choice. I like it! She's gotten to be a bit much anyway. Thinks everyone is out to get her. Which they are in this case. So be it. It'll be in full swing soon. Excited? You shouldn't be. It's the death of all things. But, if we can get you into shape, we might stand a chance. You lead my forces. Inspire my people. Hopefully, everyone won't end up dead. He'll be here soon, and I'll be gone. Can't say I like the sound of that. I like the sound of other things, though, like birds and bones cracking. Syl is as crafty as she is beautiful. I'd watch my back if I were you. Oh, this is so much fun! We will speak when your task is complete.
They call me Cutter for a truly inspired blade. I can forge madness or... Here, hold on to this parchment. It lists what I need. Spirits of ancient souls are trapped in the ore. Find it in old ruins. Also, grummites are especially attracted to it. It's a supple and flexible ore, yet it holds a good edge. I can shape the sharpest of blades from it. I can also create magical items. Tradition dictates before each master smith dies, she hides these magical molds in the world, like pouring salt into a wound. Over time, they soak in magical energies from the world around them, like you suck blood from a cut. Bring me a matrix and enough ore, and I will forge you a new item and bleed the magic of the Matrix into it. All I can tell you is Syl is rarely seen in public, and her staff takes care of the day-to-day activities. I'd check with Anya Herrick, her courtier, and Kithlin, her steward. Maybe they can help you. Shh! The walls have ears. I hear that in light of recent events at the palace, Anya Herrick is more loyal to Syl than ever. In fact, she rarely leaves her side. Well, I've heard that recent events in Syl's court have made Kithlin a bit disillusioned with its leadership. But you didn't hear that from me. You can find some good deals at Things Found. Ajazda has an interesting collection. Need something sharp? Stabbing, cutting, that sort of thing? I can accommodate you, I assure you. When your blade bites into your foe, and he screams in pain,